What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of The Breakdown. This can either be quick or it's going to be a little bit lengthy. I don't know. It just depends on however much I got to say. So I'm probably late on this, but I just saw the video. The video's from 78 Fight News or 78 Sports TV. I'm glad I found that channel because I used to be subscribed to a few other channels of yours, so kind of thought you was off of YouTube, but happened to stumble up on a video, didn't even know it was yours until I heard the voice, saw the name of the channel, and then kind of put two and two together. So definitely glad to see the new channel. Definitely be checking it out. But there was one particular video where 78, where he says Keith Thurman will beat Floyd Mayweather. Now, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so I'm not going to try to insult his intelligence or nothing like that. Because I mean, he definitely brought up some good points, and that's the way that he sees the fight. But this is a response video to that. And like I said, I'll dig into it deeper. In my opinion, Keith Thurman would not beat Floyd Mayweather. Now, is Keith Thurman ready, or should some of the top people on paper give Keith Thurman a chance? Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, Keith Thurman should definitely get a chance. Will we ever see Floyd Mayweather fight Keith Thurman? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I would probably lean on the side of saying, no, but I mean, you never know. I mean, if somebody gives Keith Thurman a shot and he beats them, maybe Mayweather gives him a chance. But let's dig into this. All right, so 78 said that he believed that Keith Thurman would stop Mayweather, and I've read up, and I've watched videos, and I've kind of done my research on the on the sparring match that Mayweather had with Errol Spence Jr. And yeah, I mean, from what I hear, same thing like you said, that guy gave Mayweather a good run in sparring, and definitely probably even got the better of him. Mayweather got mad, kicked him out, but then brought him back. So, stuff like that happens. But let's get into the Keith Thurman thing. All right. Yes, Keith Thurman has power. Like you said, every punch that Keith Thurman throws, he throws it with bad intentions. And I'm not disagreeing on that. But in my opinion, Keith Thurman would not beat Floyd Mayweather. He just wouldn't do it. In my opinion, from the way I see it, Keith Thurman would not beat Floyd Mayweather, and I'm gonna tell you why. The only type of fighter that will beat Mayweather is a fighter that will fight the same style of game, or the same style that in Mayweather's last fight versus Maidana. Keep in mind, the reason why Maidana was able to be so competitive in that fight is because he got in Floyd's face. He made the fight a rough fight. He won a lot of his rounds. He basically won his rounds based off of aggression and maybe some hits to the body. He really didn't hit Floyd up top that much. From what I saw in the fight, Floyd was bleeding, but we all know that was from a headbutt. So the only fighter that's going to beat Floyd is going to be the guy who gets in Floyd's face and basically wins rounds because he was the more aggressive guy. Other than that, a fighter like Keith Thurman, in my opinion, he throws his punches with bad intentions, but I mean, it doesn't mean anything if he can't hit Floyd. And Keith Thurman doesn't fight like Maidana. He doesn't. I mean, from what I've seen, he does not. I mean, he's aggressive. He comes forward, but he doesn't try to bear hug you, rough you up, and things like that in the way that Marcos Maidana does. So with that being said, I just don't believe Keith Thurman I don't believe Keith Thurman could beat Floyd Mayweather. Not at all. I mean, throwing the punches the way that Keith Thurman throws them, like I said, I mean, if in my opinion, if he was able to land a punch, yeah, I mean, he could probably knock Floyd out. But the problem is, a fighter like that would not. He won't be landing many clean punches on Floyd. A fighter like that would be getting countered all night, and may even get knocked out himself from throwing punches like that. I know you said that the fighter who sticks to their game plan is going to be the guy that beats Floyd. That's true, but a guy like Keith Thurman, once he stepped in the ring with Floyd, I guarantee he would not be throwing those punches the way that he does against everybody else. I mean, this isn't a coincidence that Floyd, fighter after fighter after fighter, they're just not throwing the punches the same way that they do against everybody else. I mean, that's just not a coincidence. I mean, not at all. And so the only type of guy that's going to beat Floyd is the guy who fights a fight like Maidana, and that wins rounds based off of aggression. But even we saw once Floyd started to figure Maidana out, Maidana was not throwing those punches and was not coming forward like he was early in the fight. So, like I said, that's just my take on it. If Keith Thurman fights Floyd Mayweather, I mean, shoot, I mean, we don't live in the same area, but shoot, I'll be willing to bet you. If, like I said, if that fight is ever made, probably won't happen. But I mean, I would definitely put some money on it, because I just don't see a fighter like Keith Thurman in the way that he fights, throwing those haymakers and things like that. I mean, in order for him to actually be able to land those haymakers, he's going to have to get up against Floyd. He's going to have to put a body up against Floyd first, then try to land the haymakers, kind of like Maidana did. Other than that, I mean, nobody's going to beat Floyd. Nobody's going to stand in the middle of the ring, outpoint Floyd. Nobody's going to be coming in throwing a bunch of haymakers and wild punches with bad intentions and beat Floyd. The only way you're going to beat Floyd is to make it a rough fight and win rounds off of aggression. That's the only way you're going to beat Floyd. You're going to have to win more rounds because you were the more aggressive fighter. That's the only reason Maidana either, had a draw against Floyd, or maybe even lost by 1 round against Floyd, or even had a chance, is because those rounds that Maidana won were off of aggression. So, with that being said and done, I just don't see Keith Thurman, because he doesn't fight like Maidana. I don't see Keith Thurman being able to beat Floyd, and I just don't know. Like I said, you're entitled to your opinion. That's the way that you see it. This is the way that I see it. But and then I know you had mentioned Manny Pacquiao. I mean, I laugh at that, because I would give Keith Thurman a chance before I give Manny Pacquiao a chance. I mean, Manny Pacquiao can't even beat Floyd. I mean, look who he's fighting. He's not fighting anybody himself. I guarantee you the next fight Manny Pacquiao takes, it'll be against a nobody. I mean, Manny Pacquiao cannot beat Floyd. Sean Porter would have a chance because of the way he fights. I mean, he kind of has like that Mike Tyson style. But once again, I mean, he comes in throwing a lot of punches. He would get countered too. Lara, he fights just like Floyd, so I can't see him getting beat by somebody who fights just like him. But I'm not saying Floyd can't get beat, but I just don't see nobody out there right now that I can definitively say this guy can beat Floyd. Not, like I said, it's not going to be Thurman, because I mean the only way Thurman could beat Floyd would be to knock him out. That would be the only way, and even that. So the only way Thurman would be able to beat Floyd would be to knock him out. But if it went to decision, Floyd's winning that. And then, like I said, the way Thurman throws his punches with those wide hooks and things like that, he would get countered and he might even get knocked out. So that's my take on it. Like I said, it's just a response video. I seen that, but like I said, I'm not I'm not here to insult anybody's intelligence. Just kind of putting it out there that, like I said, if they do fight, like I said, we in different locations, but that don't mean nothing. I mean, the technology and things is out there, for transfers and things like that. If they do fight, I'll put money on it. I should have been betting on Floyd because I'd be a rich man by now. So, like I said, if they do fight, I think it'll just be another lesson that'll be learned that, people saying that, well, this guy can beat Floyd, that guy can beat Floyd, and then, and like I said, it don't matter if he loses to somebody else. Like you said, it don't matter if he loses to somebody else. That don't mean that if Thurman lost to somebody else that he couldn't beat Floyd. But like I said, if they do fight, I'd be willing to put some money down on it. I'd be very confident in what I see. So that's my take. I'm out.